Hi guys, welcome back. A few weeks ago, a subscriber offered me a challenge. He asked if I can recite the phonetic alphabet in under 30 seconds. That is a real challenge. I will have to practice to do that. But the second part of his challenge I wasn't prepared for. He asked, how has aviation changed my life? Prior to this question being asked, I have never thought about it, the type of impact aviation has had on my life, and by extension, the type of person I am. So I felt it necessary to give this question a good amount of, to give myself actually a good amount of time to formulate the appropriate response to what is on its surface a very simple question, but in fact a really complex one. I have decided to answer this question in 4 or 5 videos. I will try to post one every day for this week. The first way aviation has changed my life has to do with communication, how we interact with each other verbally. Most of the time, when we are talking to someone, we are consumed with what we want to say and how we want to say it. We seldom give any attention to how our message may be received by the person we are communicating with. I learned this because I realized as pilots, we are stuck in a small area for 2 to 3 hours at a time. And it gives us the opportunity to talk to each other on various topics. But I quickly learned that people's ideology is largely formed based on a traumatic experience, an experience that resulted in an everlasting emotional scar, to the extent that they have formed a way of thinking based on that experience. A good example is this. I've flown with many pilots, and every pilot has something that they are anal about. It could be having extra fuel, it could be extremely briefing the approach, it could be briefing the airport environment, it could be a number of things. But I've learned with each pilot, the reason that one thing means so much to them is because they have experienced a fearful encounter with not having enough or getting that thing wrong in one point of their career. What I've also learned is that communication isn't about me. It's not what I want to say or how I want to say it. In fact, I often consider myself the least important person in the conversation. My focus is always on the person that I am talking with. This way I get a better understanding for who they are, what they are, and where they are coming from. Sometimes people don't want you to give them an answer. They don't want you to give them an opinion. They don't want you to fix something. They just want you to listen to them. They just want to be heard. And I learned this from being a pilot. My co-pilots or captains may show up to the plane and they may be complaining about something that's happening at home or at work. And it's not that they're necessarily looking for me to provide them with a solution to their challenge. They are just looking for an ear or a sympathetic ear to listen to what they are experiencing. From that, I've adopted the behavior of not being in a hurry to render an opinion or give a suggestion of a course of action. What I tend to do now is wait until I understand clearly what the person is going through, and only if they invite me to give my opinion or my assessment of their situation that I say what I think. Yeah. Bottom line here is this: communication is key, but it only works if you realize that you are communicating with someone, you are not communicating to them. There is a difference between the two. Communication only works if you also accept that you are the least important person in the conversation. The most important person is the person you are talking with. You should also be conscious of the perception you want to create in that person's mind as you are communicating with them. And most importantly, whenever someone leaves a conversation with you, they must leave feeling refreshed. They must leave feeling that they have spent that time not in a wasteful manner, but in a useful way. They have learned something. They have stepped away from the 1 hour, half an hour, or 30 minutes interaction with you, knowing that they have gained some additional knowledge about something, or they felt heard, they felt respected, and they have felt seen. All right. I hope this answers your question: how has aviation changed my life? Tomorrow I will upload another video, and I think that one will be on relationships. Talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.